Hello everyone, welcome to Undialed. Today is a little bit different. We're doing more of like a story time video. But before we get started, if you want to help support the channel, I know you want to help support the channel, you can always get some merch. You can also become a member down there in the corner. If you see the thing that says join, you click that. It's $5 a month. One perk of becoming a member is you get to see every video before it's uploaded. If you don't want to do that, get some merchandise. It helps us out. If you can tell by the title of this video, you probably know what this is about. So a lot of people have been asking me where I got the name Tornado from, and also wondering why I named the tornado plant a tornado plant. Let's do it. We're gonna learn a little about Clayton and a little about scooter history. Many of you know that I landed the tornado plant a year ago. It's a little over a year now. We are past the year, which is crazy because it went by really fast. I'm gonna start from the very beginning so that way we're kind of all on the same page, and so you know everything about what I'm saying. So for the guys that are new into scootering, or the people that are OGs and they're like, I already know all this, well, you're gonna hear about it again. So I'm just letting you know, calm down, okay? Chill, bro. So there is a scooter competition series called the International Scooter Association, in short, ISA. So if you ever hear pros or anyone talk about ISA, that's ISA. It's worldwide. Basically, it's to go and see who the best park scooter rider in the world is that day. Last year, well, I guess this year, it's still this year, they did a street version of it. So I guess it's kind of the world's for everything, which is sick because I think you need to show both sides of it. Hello?
Hello. This is a courtesy call from Cox Communications.
Alright, screw you, Cox. In 2014, this is when this is all based in. 2014, I worked for a company called 5-Star Scooters. It was my first big sponsor. I'd been sponsored by like Cryptic. 5-Star was my first big sponsor, so they're the ones that sent me on trips. They sent me everywhere. They sent me parts, you know, all that good stuff of being a sponsored rider and whatnot. In ISA, you have to qualify in order to go to the qualifier, to go to the world qualifier, which then if you qualify there, you go into finals. So it's a long process. There's 5 qualifications. One, luckily, was 6 hours from my house in Dallas, Texas. Well, I guess Allen, Texas. That's where I chose to go because I had been there before. So I knew that park better than any other park that was listed in the qualification list. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it in Texas. I got 4th place, even though I'd smashed my face, lost a bunch of teeth, and broke my thumb. You know, I still did it. I couldn't ride with a full hand. I had to freaking claw it. It sucked, but I managed. So top 10 from that contest go to US Nationals, which was in Escondido, which is funny enough, 4 minutes from my house. That was the next biggest contest I've ever ridden. My first actual contest I've ridden was the Dallas contest. I'd ridden like other little ones, but that was the big one. Like that was the big one. I ended up going to Escondido. I think I placed 17th. But technically it was 15th, but there was a 3-way tie. And for some reason they said I could still go, and they gave me the invitation. We did like the ceremony with 17 of us, which was really weird, which that would never happen again. So I got really lucky. I think this whole thing was just me getting really lucky. By the grace of God, I got to go to England for World Finals. And at the time it was at Rush Skate Park. It was called Scoot Fest, but that was like World Finals because we didn't have any other place to hold World Finals. It was kind of the perfect place to go and do it. So jumping ahead, I don't know, I think it was like a month or like 2 months ahead. It was really quick. It was like quick timing. So like right when I qualified, we had to get the plane tickets. And that's why I was able to go, because we already got the plane tickets. So shout out to you, Catherine, at 5-Star. If you're watching this, that's kind of the reason why I'm here. So thank you, 5-Star. Even though 5-Star doesn't exist anymore, it was like, I don't know, whatever. It was either the day before or 2 days before finals. Dakota dropped a thing called Preparing for Worlds, and it was like this video with crazy bangers and like the most ridiculous stuff. Like still to this day, no one's done what he did in that video in 2014. Like there's some stuff that's been done, but he did backflip Bri umbrella. Dude, it's nuts. Like it's crazy. Like Coda, you're nuts. At the very end of the video, it said, I am the storm. And all of us didn't really know where that came from, so we kind of thought he was being cocky at the time. It turns out that actually Jesse Bays said something in a game of Scoot saying, Coda, storm's coming. Dakota replied with that saying, I am the storm. So at the time we were like laughing about it, like, oh, that's so dumb, blah, blah, blah. So we'd all watched it. We'd all had a good laugh. Also had our minds blown. Later that night, we were in a dorm room in an agricultural school in Stroud, crowd, kind of close to Rush. I think it's like 10 minutes from Rush. Every rider was staying there. That was where we were staying. There was like breakfast in the mornings and stuff. It was super cool. And the building itself was really sick. And that was my first time out of the country, so I was like, my brain was blown, bro. So it was like me, Ben Thomas, Archie Cole, Gus Reimer, Jake Hershey, and then a few other pros that don't really ride anymore. But there was a big group of us and we were like having a good time just hanging out. For some reason, I ended up doing a cork flat, which is like a gainer full. Everyone like freaked out. They're like, whoa, what the heck? And Jake Hershey laughed and was like, ha, you're the tornado. Oh, no. He said, oh yeah, you're like a tornado. And he's like, oh wait, you are the tornado. And I was like, I am the tornado. So everyone like got their cameras out. We got really amped up. I do it again. Like that. Dude. I am the tornado. Quote by Jake Hershey. Yeah! Everyone freaks out and the joke kind of carries on to the next day. The next day at World Finals, I ended up not doing that well. I didn't have the greatest bag of tricks. You know, I wasn't going as high as everyone. I also wasn't consistent, so I fell in both my runs. I got like 42nd or something like that. So I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. My main focus is best trick because at the time I loved best trick. And I wish it was more. I wish Best Trick was way bigger than it is. I think Best Trick should be literally its own contest, but that's besides the point. Best Trick comes around, it was cool, like it was kind of like a jam format. So you just go and everyone's just throwing down. Like everyone's throwing stuff. Dylan Morrison's trying crazy combos. He did like buttercup bar, buttercup like quad whip or something like that. I can't remember. I'll put it in anyways. At Rush Skate Park, there's like this big vert bank thingy that's really sketchy, and there's like no run-in room, and I was like, I want to buttercup into this, because at the time I was just like, I'm gonna buttercup into everything. Why not? So get up there. I tried 3 times. I'm like getting really frustrated. I'm like, all right, fine, like whatever. And on the last one, I don't know why I yelled it, but I was like, I am the tornado! Like most of the people got it because everyone's seen the video before or everyone had talked about it. I yell it and I'm like, well, I better land this. So I go, throw it, land it, everyone freaks out. Since then, it's kind of stuck. Not like really, but it did. Like it did, but it didn't. So I ended up placing 2nd place behind Dylan Morrison. Dylan Morrison did flare quad bar, which has still not been done to this day. Like it might be done to Resi, but no one's one-upped it. No one's done flare quint bar. I think Derek Marr could do it, but that's just me. After that, the name Tornado kind of stuck. Not many people call me it anymore, I feel like, because no one really remembers the story, because everyone's kind of new, and I don't know, it's like branched out, and I have like a bunch of stupid nicknames. Just kidding, they're not stupid, I love them. Jumping 3 years ahead, it was like 2 months before I went to the Mega Ramp, which was last year. It was 2 months before I went. I was at Woodward East. I was with Jordan Clark, John Cross, and Will. I'd shown Jordan kind of what I had for my edit. I showed him some of my clips, and I was like, look, man, like I want to do something big. You know, like I want to have my last clip be big. So I had been thinking about doing this for 2 years, I think. It was right after I did the first front flare cam plant in my Welcome to Grit. No, it was my web edit 1. Afterwards, I did front flare whip cam plant. I just kept thinking, I was like, there's something else I could do. I thought that I could start trying front flip drops, which I ended up, I explained all this in my video of me reviewing my edit. I'll also put that up in the cards. I wanted to do this trick, but at the time I wanted to do buttercup cam plant front flip bend. But I kept thinking, I was like, well, since the ramp is so steep, I don't know if I'll be able to do the buttercup. And I was talking to Jordan, and I was like, what should I do? Like, should I do the buttercup? Should I do like something else to cam plant? He's like, just do front flare, cam plant, and then front flip bend. I was like, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if that's doable. Basically, I tried it on like a bank. I tried it on like the Claremont mini ramp. I tried it on a 10-foot, and I just could not get enough air. And I didn't want to do it on a vert ramp because I felt that I couldn't get enough air there as well, and I would like have to jump out so far. And since vert ramps don't have like that much of a range, I would just land flat. So I was like, you know what? I had done the buttercup into the mega ramp. I had done the 270 buttercup into the mega ramp. So I figured it was time to do something else. And I didn't want to do the 270 Buttercup again. Still don't. Just letting you know. Still don't want to do that actually at all. It hurt really bad. So I kind of wanted to have like one final trick. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it on the Mega Quarter because I think that's the best place to do it. I have airtime. I have, you know, it's a big ramp. So, you know, I'm not going to completely land flat. I might a couple times. I did, but I felt that that was the best place to do it, which it turns out that's the only place I can do it. I got in my head, I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna land this. I needed a name, because you don't want people always saying, hey, did you see that trick that Clayton did? He did like front flip to fast plant to front flip in. It was crazy. I figured needed an easy name and something that would kind of stick. So I was like, you know what? Out of all the tricks that I've done previously and all the tricks that I've like done, like the decade flip, all that stuff, I never called anything tornado something. I was like, you know what? I think tornado plant sounds dope and it's easy. I went with it. I'm really glad I did because I'm super hyped on. I think tornado plants is perfect. The name lives on forever, hopefully. That's basically where I got the idea for naming it tornado plant. I want you guys to tell me, have you ever like invented a trick? What did you call it? If you invented a trick, what would you call it? Because I'm actually really interested. And if you have more questions and you want more information, I'll be in the comments first couple days that this video is out, so I'll try to reply to as many of you as possible. So comment some funny stuff. I want to see some funny names, and maybe the next trick I do, I'll name it. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Will is currently in Florida. That's why he's not here with me, but we have some sick stuff coming soon. I'll keep you guys up to date. Follow me on my Instagram at Clayton Lindley for all the updates. I literally have a story highlight of all my injury stuff, so you can keep up to date with me. Also keep up to date with Will at YTrashWilly. Make sure you hashtag Undialed in all of your crazy Instagram content so you can possibly get featured on our Undialed TV Instagram page. If you want a chance to be featured, hit us up, shoot us a DM, whatever. Send in the craziest stuff. That's what we upload. The most creative, the more creative, the better. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.